Hello, good members. Welcome back to some fun times on RGT to 1K with machines. I've had an exhausting last few days. It felt like over the weekend I had to drive around like the entire state. I had to play a show, got like less than 4 hours of sleep one night to get back up to help commentate GGP Dortmund. Y'all can check that out on the Go Format official channel, of course. But yeah, from there, it's like I never got my sleep caught up. I'm tired. My brain's a little fuzzy today. But we're still in the 900s. I believe we're at 909. Maybe it's a little bit higher than that. I'm not sure. I don't quite remember. But we are still in the 900s. We're fighting to stay there, and stay there we shall until we get to 1,000. Despite brain fuzziness. I think we're going to do all right here. I do want to try out Call of the Haunted again. So cut the second copy of Brain Control, left the Lightning Vortex here in the side, and brought in Call of the Haunted. And, you know, I wasn't a huge fan of it whenever I tried it out before, but I think, I don't know, we're going to be seeing a lot of turbo and stuff, I believe, up here on the ladder, and that kind of seems to be like what's going on. So just wanted to cut the Brain Control down to 1. Like I've said, you know, Brain Control is a very, very powerful card in this deck, and just, you know, outside of the deck. Brain Control obviously gets banned in Yugioh eventually for a reason, but cutting it down to 1, bringing it back into the Call of the Haunted, want to give it a shot. Everything else staying the same. Let's get out onto the ladder, see who our first victim is. All right, here we are with our first match. The wonders of not playing live. Actually forgot my coffee upstairs, and I need my emotional support coffee today to make it through this. But yeah, here we go. Let's oh, we're at 910. I was 1 off. My bad. So we're at 910. We are 90 away. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good, right? Nice little Pot of Greed hand. We've got an Upstart Goblin. Drawing Blowback Dragon and Jinzo is not great. But if our opponent is on a deck that wants to call 6 on a Reasoning, we do hit one of those. Obviously, we're going to be able to hit something. But we do have a Giant Trunade, Pot of Greed. We can see an extra card with Upstart Goblin as well. Looks like we are lagging a little bit here. That's totally fine. Okay. Snatch Steal's pretty good if we're going to have the Blowback Dragon Jinzo hand. But the opponent did just set a monster, so not going to be able to do that just yet. So I'm going to throw down this Upstart Goblin. Jar of Greed, cool. Could be anything. Would love to see something good off of this Pot of Greed. Would love to see the opponent Solemn Judgment this, actually. That would be pretty good. Ring and call. Okay. I don't really want to set everything. Could just set Jar. I don't have to set the ring either, but I think I kind of want to. And I'll just leave the Call of the Haunted in hand. If something goes wrong with our Jinzo or our Blowback Dragon, then we can just set the call later. But there's no reason to like run all of these into a Heavy Storm. See what the opponent does here on their turn. Oh, Spirit Reaper for Jinzo? Okay, and that's actually fine, right? Because now that is our Jinzo. We could actually tribute it off for Jinzo if we want to, so the opponent's not gaining anything from the Snatch Steal. Or we could just tribute it off for Blowback Dragon. I don't hate that, and then unlock our traps. Sure. That actually sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully that's not an MST. Hold on. Do I need to Trunade? Kind of do, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and Trunade. I don't... Well, no, I could probably read that that's not MST. But I guess just to be safe... I don't know. Probably not supposed to Trunade there, but we'll see what happens. Take this Jinzo. It is mine. Give unto me. I'll attack for 2,400. And, I mean, if I sag it off for Blowback, I think I am going to, because like I've got a lot of, I like almost have every trap in my deck here. Sure, I'll sack it off for Blowback Dragon. And I guess I do still set the ring. Sure, we'll pass the turn. If the opponent has Premature Burial here, obviously it's going to be annoying because I don't have another answer for this Jinzo, which is one reason why like I kind of wanted to tribute for my own Jinzo, but Because of all of these traps, I think I am supposed to just go into the blowback. Oh. That's fine. I guess this is a reason I should have kept the giant Trunade, right? Metamorphosis. Yeah. Do I want to ring the blowback dragon? Oh, they're going to meta it away? I'm going to respond with Jar of Greed. Heavy Storm. Yeah, Heavy Storm doesn't really help now. I do have Call of the Haunted. Okay, Ryu Senshi. I guess, yeah. I'll take all the damage here. This only stops normal traps, right? Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, Facilier was an excellent draw. Okay. Yeah, and now I can use my Call of the Haunted as well. Okay, so let's play the Heavy Storm. And I'm going to chain Ring of Destruction on Ryu Senshi. Just make him pay the 1,000. Yeah. That makes sense to me. They lose Megamorph Torrential. Interesting Megamorph. So they've got one card in hand. I guess I just go into King Dragoon, right? Yep. That makes sense to me. And yeah, I'm just going to attack over the Ryu Senshi. I guess I could have... No, I couldn't save the ring, right? Because there was a Heavy Storm there. So yeah, throwing that off definitely made a lot of sense. Now I'll pass the turn. I have Call of the Haunted to get back blowback if I want to. Stein in there at 52? Yeah. I guess I'll die then. The opponent's going to go to 200. And then they're going to kill us with the Master of Oz. Okay. All right. Good beats. I mean, it's kind of like a mirror, but not entirely. They've got a lot of outs for Spell Canceller, it looks like. So I don't really think that's where we want to be. It kind of just looks like a sight pile deck, right? I think we bring in the Mirror Force. We can bring in Torrential. Vortex might be good here. Do I want Messenger of Peace? Messenger of Peace seems pretty good. They probably have... if it's a sight pile, they do have goats. So let's bring in... Let's bring these in. I can probably cut a Trunade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. I guess I could cut a Megamorph. And I guess we'll just cut the Call of the Haunted, sure. We'll call it there. I want to bring in my stuff for Scapegoat, like I said. If this is like a sight pile, then it's pretty good. This hand... If I pass the turn... oh, the opponent's just going to summon Stein and Megamorph. I know it, but I could set a card. I guess I could set the token. I could set the... Yeah, let's set the token Thanksgiving. Sure, just as like a little bit of a bluff here. I don't want to just run out nothing because of that big threat of just dying on turn 1. But we'll see. And I think Token Thanksgiving is the card that I'm willing to part with the most because I do have Big Bang Shot still for Scapegoat. Brain Control has uses here. Obviously, Reasoning and Monster Gate are good. We'll see what happens. The opponent sets a monster. Okay. Level limit? I cut a Trunade too, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, this definitely looks like a Sight deck. Shout out to Sight. Good dude. Okay, and a Graceful Charity. All right. All right, don't mind if I do. Let's see where this goes. Reason. Okay. Well, we have all of the reasonings that we could possibly ever want. What do I discard here? Blowback is still good. Facilier is a starter, but I kind of don't need a starter here, right? Could probably just get rid of the Facilier. Like, I don't even have a Metamorphosis to go with it. Yeah, let's get rid of that, and then I think I'll keep all 3 of my reasonings. I don't see why I wouldn't. Ring, I think, is still pretty good. Maybe I do get rid of the blowback. Blowback's a way to answer level limit. What about just Big Bang Shot? Sure, get rid of the Big Bang Shot. I know that's probably going to end up costing me, but, you know, here we are. I guess we could try to, like, get into DMOC here. But I think I'm okay with just passing the turn. Sure. See what happens next turn. We've seen a lot of cards, so... Oh, they True Nade. Okay, well that's bad for me. Probably gonna lose here. Uh-oh. I could have done more. Maybe I was supposed to. Oh, Cyber Jar. Uh-oh. Alright, well they don't hit anything too threatening. There is Scapegoat, so I called that right. I didn't hit... Well, I hit my True Nade, so that's pretty good. But I did get rid of... Oh, I still have my token Thanksgiving, so maybe I'm okay here. Stein. Yep. Am I dead? 26, 30... No, I'm not dead. Currently. I can't use my brain control now. The opponent hasn't... Oh, they did normal summon Stein. Okay, I'm not dead. We'll see what happens here. Right? 26... 68... 75? They could have a ring or something, right? But they didn't get it off of... Jar. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta hope they don't have ring or any sort of burn damage to kill me here. Level limit's fine. No big deal there. I also have a ring here, so there's a chance of like reset button if I need it. Okay, I draw meta. That's not anything huge. Okay, I can't use brain control, which is kind of not great, but it's fine. I'll lead on Giant True Nade. I do have Scapegoat plus... Hold on. Scapegoat plus Token Thanksgiving plus Ring of Destruction gives me the win? Because, no, I can only go up to 3,700. Okay, well, let's throw down a reasoning. See what we can get into here. Imagine they're just going to be calling 8. But they call 7. Okay. Oh, straight into DMOC. That's going to get back, I guess, Big Bang Shot. Guess it doesn't really matter, right? I could just get back Graceful Charity. Sure, I'll get back Graceful Charity. Why not? Actually, in all of these, we haven't seen limiter removal. We still haven't seen limiter removal. Okay. I can tribute for blowback. But yeah, then I don't have limiter. I still don't have limiter. I think I'm just overthinking this. I'm totally fine. Let's just get rid of this messenger piece here. Sure. Player reasoning. Definitely just overthinking this. I just have, well, yeah, everything's fine. There's my limiter. All right, Stein, come on down. And I can just tribute that for blowback. I have not summoned this turn. And that is 18, 16. All right. You know what? Kuhb's a card. So I'll play Reasoning. They probably call 7 again. I do still have a Jinzo in the deck. Would you like to call 7 this time, opponent? All right, now they're just going to concede. Okay. Now seeing more cards from the opponent, like they have so many outs to spell canceller is the thing. So it's like they can just let it sit there on the field. Maybe I want this Giant Trunade back in to deal with level limit. Maybe I want Raigeki Break as well. I could see that. What else am I cutting? Maybe Messenger of Peace isn't actually the best. I can stop some of those things, but they're a Giant Trunade Heavy Storm deck as well. Maybe I just want like Raigeki Break as a bit of a chainable. Spell Canceller is interesting. But I feel like the way that that's going to play out is they're just going to let it sit there and eat me up until they have an answer and then take it out and then do bad things to me. Yeah, maybe I want Megamorph? I don't know. I could get behind that I'm not siding or playing correctly in this one. But we'll see if we can take down game 3 here. This is kind of like a 2 ships passing in the night matchup, right? Whoever does their thing, either first or a little bit better, is probably going to get there. It turns out drawing 3 reasonings is pretty good. We may have convinced the opponent that we don't have a second Facilier in the deck, though. Oh, starting on Cyber-Stein? Excellent. With a big bang shot? Okay. Down for this. Last Warrior from Another Planet looking great. Level limit. Meta. Meta's pretty good with Scapegoat, too. I was pretty happy about that. I'm just going to go ahead and lead on Upstart Goblin. Limiter removal. Okay. Okay. I don't think I need to run out Stein now that I have this meta. I'm just going to set the Scapegoat. Pass the turn. Meta into Tear could go really hard here to beat this limiter or this level limit. I'm glad I brought the Sangant's fine. I'm going to take the 1000 here too. Oh, did my opponent not? They didn't gain the 1000. My bad. Okay, well now that they've summoned, I'll flip the Scapegoat. All right, we're lagging a little bit. Definitely don't want to get hit by a Spirit Reaper. I was going to take the 1000 from the Sangan, obviously. I've said this over and over and over in the series now. I don't want my opponent to summon Tribe and just blow up all the tokens, but we've got 2, which is the exact number that I need to use my Monster Gate and my Metamorphosis. Now, like if I meta, I'm definitely just taking the Reaper, right? Or that thing could end up being a problem. I guess I could just like equip up Big Bang Shot to the Tear, and it'd be 1400 and just like be a menace attacking for 1200 over that thing every turn. For you Edison players, Drill Warrior? I think it's Drill Warrior. I'm pretty sure it's Drill Warrior. Another Monster Gate. Okay. I wish there was like a Gatling Dragon for for spell and traps that I could get with the Stein. Alas, there's not. I guess I could Monster Gate first. If I get the Blowback Dragon, that'd be a pretty big game, right? Sure, there's also a chance of like milling over Heavy Storm or Giant Trunade and hitting Demock here. Oh, sorry. We hit Stein, which is okay. I don't know if I want to activate. What would I get? Like, I could get Balter. That's not amazing. None of these are great. See if they want to activate something. I've got this other Stein in hand, so like things are okay. And Okay, they are going to ring it. That's fine with me. I guess I do meta first then, before going for another monster gate. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go grab the old Thousand Eyes Restrict. I'll be taking the Spirit Reaper, thank you. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to monster gate from here. I'm just going to pass the turn. Hopefully, even if the opponent has like a way to reset their level limit with a True Nade, Thousand Eyes Restrict can just hold off. Stangan's not really the monster that I want to take with Tear, obviously, but it's Exiled Force. Okay. At least there wasn't a last will with it, I guess. I do still have my own Cyber-Stein to use with this monster gate here. I also have Facilier to use with it now. Which means I have Facilier, Jinzo, Blowback, and Demok. Okay. Oh god, if I hit the Demok, it's so good, potentially. Sure. Though I guess I could save it for... I'm just going to monster gate it. See what we hit. The other monsters are like... The Blowback's pretty good. Jinzo's fine, I guess. It's going to stop all the traps from the other side. Stein, of course, can pick up another Tear. That's not really where I want to go with it, but... We'll see. Okay. Okay. True Nade is big game here. Can we... I guess there's a chance I could win, right? If I get Gatling Dragon, because I can make it 3,000, then it's 6. I only need to flip 1 heads, I think. Because 6,000 over this would be 54. Yeah. Okay. Let's True Nade. See what's up. Gonna go for the win here. Summon the old Stein. And if I flip 3 heads, it's also totally fine. So the only number that sucks here is 0. All right, there's 1 heads. Very nice. Hopefully they don't grab a Kuhb, I guess. All right, kill your 2 monsters. Ooh, Cyber Jar. Saying in effect, do we have the Kuhb? We have Morphing Jar. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna play the limiter, whatever. All right, and the opponent giving the GG. Let's get in there. All right. I was hoping that wasn't like a GG because they had me beat because I had the Kuhb. Obviously, I could have played the Big Bang Shot, made this a little bit bigger, but it's not really worth it at this point. Could have put it on the Stein, but it didn't really change any of the math here. Basically, I just needed these attacks to go through, but just needed my opponent to not have a Kuhb. And with them not searching it off the Sangan, I think it's pretty likely that they don't have it. So I didn't think I was going to win that one, but that was a pretty sweet match. We are back up to 919. We're 81 away. I feel like I've said that a couple of times now. I think we've been at 919 more than once. But up we go. Let's get another one. All right, match number 2. Opponents ranked 810, so they are also on a decent climb here. Hit them up with the U2. I've actually been playing a lot of Catburn recently, like, of course, off Well, I guess I did stream with it for a couple of matches, and I'm actually almost to 1,000 on that account. Oh no, not duo here. This hand looks so good. All right, they hit the upstart. That's totally fine. I'm just gonna get rid of the Jar of Greed. It feels pretty good to be close to 1,000 on 2 different accounts, playing 2 different combo decks. I think I'm in like 970 something with the cat account. My opponent has Thunder Dragons. I'm gonna write that down on my handy dandy thing over here that you all can't see. Yep. Duo Thunder Dragon Pot of Greed. Do we have the Graceful Charity? No. Would appear not. They could still activate it, but generally you don't set cards before. Oh, no monster though. Please don't. Yeah. I could have played around that by activating Scapegoat, but I don't think that's the play. we protect the Scapegoat here. It's kind of unfortunate that we drew the Facilier there, or just any monster really. I guess any other monster would have been better for us to draw, because I would rather have any other monster put back into the deck rather than get it in hand, but... Okay. Well, now I wish I had the Facilier to go along with this Prima. Man, Monster Gate, Scapegoat, Reasoning, I think are still the best cards in the hand. So yeah, I guess we're still going to discard these. It kind of sucks, because, like, if this Reasoning is called correctly, then I wish I had the Premature Burial, but I think these cards are just too powerful. These are, like, the best cards in the deck, right? Opponent calls 8. We have Blowback Dragon. That's a pretty big game. And we'll activate. They changed Scapegoat. Okay. Alright then. Well, I'll be attacking one of those. It appears we have found ourselves a Chaos Control player, which is not ideal. I'd really like to not play against very many Scapegoat decks for the rest of this grind, but here we are. It's totally fine. I guess activating Scapegoat here and then monster gating is a little risky, because if we hit Stein, then it's like a Stein for 0 value. Ooh. Nothing? Oh, I guess we can just draw Stein too, right? Man, I could go for a big play. I mean, I could potentially just win here. We'll see. Let's see if I can take out this token with the Blowback Dragon first. Well, the answer appears to be no. Maybe? The answer appears to be maybe? 50-50? Alright, let's get that token out of the way. So, if I summon Stein, I go into Gatling. If I flip 2 heads, then I've got 49. So 21. I would win the game unless I hit another Stein off of the Monster Gate. Oh, wait. No, that's only if I hit Demock. No, that's way too all in, right? Yeah. I don't know. Is it? Get in 26 for sure. The opponent didn't do anything. This is risky. Oh, this is risky, but I could just win the game. Oh, what if I... No, that wouldn't have been enough. Okay. All right. Let's go, Gatling Dragon. Give me 2 heads. Now, there's 1. It's a good start. I'd rather not have 3. All right. 1 more heads. Yes. All right. Now I need this Monster Gate to not hit Stein. Yes. Jinzo does it. All right. Get in there, my boys. Okay. A bit of a steal. A bit of a steal there, probably. Very, very risky. I had to hit exactly 2 heads on the Gatling Dragon and then had to not hit Stein on the Monster Gate. So definitely a huge potential to fail there, but we did it. We got there. Brain control. Brain controls. I can take tokens, I guess, which is totally fine. Let's just get rid of the Megamorph. I think I'm going to keep in all the True Nades. I think this is fine. Like, Torrential... It's just never going to work out, really. Because Scapegoat's almost always going to get chained to Giant Trunade or to an attack when I already have a board. I don't really think Torrential's going to work out here. Mirror Force is definitely a card that I could bring in. Maybe over the Call of the Haunted. Because that can at least fight Tear. Something like that. Sure. I'll bring in the Mirror Force. I think that's totally fine. But I don't think TT's really going to work out here. Let's see if we can pick up this game too. That's a good hand to start with. Nice little double Stein action. Off a Scapegoat token Thanksgiving. Hello. Scapegoat to go with meta as well. Just a nice limiter removal here. Love it. Ring of Destruction. Okay. We know the opponent has 2 Thunder Dragons in hand. I think I'm just going to set the ring and set the Scapegoat and pass the turn. I guess, like, double Stein activation isn't really out of the question here, right? Deco, sure. It's fine. Brain control would be nice now. Take this Deco. Oh, a Sura Priest. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably just ring that. Do I take the 14? I guess I don't, actually. Flip up the goats here. Opponent's already summoned. I would have taken the 14. But I can't take the 14 and ring the Asura Priest. So... clicking on that token like you feel like this attack's going through, opponent. Alright, they take 1700 as well, which is pretty nice. Now we're not in double Stein activation range. Unfortunately, I guess, like, if we draw Heavy Storm or Trunade here, and this is a Scapegoat that they flip up, then we are. Because that would be 7. 7 times 8 is 56. Alright, Heavy or Trunade? Metamorphosis. I mean, meta's not bad, right? Yeah, there's no, like, real chance of me just winning here with a Cyber-Stein, so I'm just going to meta. See if I can get a Tear going. Poke in for a little bit of damage here and there. Okay. See if this attack goes through. Yeah. They do have Scapegoat, so if I had drawn Heavy Storm or Giant Trunade, I would have won there with double Stein activation. Do I care if they tear my Tear? Kinda. I didn't attack, right? No. Three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that gets me to double Stein range. Let's gain 4,800. Okay. And pass the turn. Time for double Gatling Dragon. I can pop my own Tear. We'll see. I could triple Gatling Dragon. Never done that before. Snatch Steal, that's fine. Okay. No double Stein active. Well, no, I still go back up to 10,700, right? Okay. Reasoning. I don't mind if I do. See, the problem is if that's scapegoat. I guess I just throw down reasoning first. See what happens. They might call 2 here. They do call 2. Okay, well, I have Stein in hand. I do still have a Stein in the deck. But if I can hit DMOC here. Okay. So they called 2. What do we think this back row is? 6,200. I've got lethal by a mile. I'm just gonna go for it. I can go into Senshi first. Yeah. No, because I'm going to go down to 700, so I may as well just go into Gatling Dragon here. Yeah. All right. I mean, we're just going to go for it. I think this is the first double Stein activation in this series, which is pretty sweet. I guess, yeah, just go for another Gatling Dragon. If it's a Mirror Force, I lose. And if I get 3 heads, I don't win here. But we'll see. All right, there's 1. 2 heads is also fine. All right. Yep, because I can just get rid of my Stein. Cool. Kill your tear. Okie doke. Attack with Gatling Dragon. Damn it. Alright, it is the Mirror Force. Alright, like, I knew that was a possibility, right? Just kind of got greedy. It almost needed to be, like, exactly Mirror Force really to super screw me. But, yeah, good for the opponent. Yeah. I think we're in a bad position anyway, so I'm okay with rolling the dice there. That's fine. Needed a heavy storm or a true nade or something like that. And unfortunately, just a little bit off of being able to go into Ryu Senshi and win the game, but I guess that's how it's going to be sometimes. You do some double Stein activating, get some fireworks going, 2 Gatling Dragons on the field at the same time. It's good for content, right? All right, going first. See if we can win this one. All right, nice little Graceful Charity on the end there is pretty good. Oh, nice little Pot of Greed on the end there, also very good. Throw that down for sure. And a Reasoning. And a Token Thanksgiving. Okay. Okay. And Stein. Okay. Nice. And a Scapegoat. I guess we don't really need the Scapegoat, but I'm going to get rid of Blowback. And I mean, the Scapegoat is pretty good here. I don't really want to get rid of Token Thanksgiving, but I don't have anything to proc their Scapegoat, but it is just kind of good with Stein, right? I could get rid of Meta. I'd also get rid of Snatch Steal. Meta looks pretty good here, I think. Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of the Snatch. It's a little weird, but I think it's okay. I'm not going to set the Facilier, I don't think, here. Just pass the turn. No reason to get it run over when I've got Scapegoat set. Alright, opponent leads on Thunder Dragon again. Hopefully there's no Graceful Charity. One more time. Hopefully there's no Duo, too. I feel like he would have led on Duo. and then done the Thunder Dragon. Not that it super matters, but, you know, it's just a little bit less information your opponent has to work with on when they decide what to discard. But we got 2 Thunder Dragons over there. What else we got, opponent? DD Warrior Lady. I don't like that one a whole lot. I'll just go ahead and flip Scapegoat here. Okay. Two back row. Sure. Reckless Greed. All right. I could lead on Reasoning here, try to hit Jinzo, but actually I think that's probably just fine, right? If I hit Blowback Dragon, that's good as well. Opponent's probably going to call 2. I already have 1 Stein in my hand. It's not very likely that I hit 1. Sure. See what's up. If we hit D-Mock, it's great. Jinzo's great. Blowback Dragon, pretty good. The other 2, like Stein is not great. The other Facilier is totally fine, but yeah, like they're going to call 2. All right, we hit Facilier. That's fine with me. Do I want a meta? I kind of do, actually. Yeah, let's just meta here. Clear this DD Warrior Lady out of the way. If the opponent flips Scapegoat, of course we have Token Thanksgiving for all of those. And then, kind of depends on what happens here, because I guess we could just tribute these off. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just run the Token Thanksgiving back. Opponent has 2 Thunder Dragons in hand. Okay, I mean, we're we're pretty close to the situation that we were in. I could set this Facilier, because I didn't summon this turn, right? No. I don't hate it. Well, no, I may need this to tribute off the tear. Yeah, let's just pass the turn. It's fine. Maybe we can draw into a Monster Gate to get the tear out of here. Maybe the opponent Snatch deals it again. Tributes it for Thunder Dragon, gets it off the board for us. Face down monster and a back row, okay. Oh, Heavy Storm's pretty good. Yeah. Lets me suck up that face down monster. And then can see what happens from here. See if they've got another Scapegoat. Would be kind of annoying. But it's not the end of the world. We can also go into Gatling Dragon and try to pop our tear. Which might be okay. It's enemy controller. Okay, I'm going to flip Reckless Greed in response. Okay, that works too. There's the Mirror Force again. Ooh. Ooh, Monster Gate. Okay. Well, I mean, when in doubt, try to Gatling Dragon it out. Yeah, okay, if we flip 3 heads, it's not great, but the chances of that are pretty low. Flipping 2 heads is perfectly fine. If we flip 2 heads, we win. If we flip 1, we win. If we flip 0, it really sucks, but oh, wait. I have double Stein activation again. Is there any other better way to do this? I guess I can just go double Gatling Dragon, right? Right here? Yeah, so then I win even if I flip 3 heads. Okay. All right, there's a tails. That's pretty good. There's a heads. We have won the game. And there's a tails. Perfect. Only flipped one. All right, to attack my minions, and then I'll monster gate this off just to like super duper play around Kuhb, I guess. I kind of hope I hit democked so I can get metamorphosis here and put a third Gatling Dragon on the board. Yes. No! No! Opponent, I wanted to do my thing. You know what? The match is over, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't even have it in here. Oh, this is what I was gonna do. Here we go. 3 Gatling Dragons. You all saw it here on the Kuhb Games YouTube channel here on RGT to 1K. That was a sick match. Got to double activate Stein twice. All right. I don't think I've ever double activated Stein, like, ever. Honestly, like, not even in this series. And the amount of times I play with Stein, that's kind of weird. But it's like, you never get to double activate it in Catburn. Just never. You're never gaining enough life. And here, like, Token Thanksgiving's a one of. And sometimes, like, it doesn't even work out. But, hey, it worked out here. We were able to get through everything the opponent had. Nicely timed. Heavy Storm top deck. Love to see it. We're up at 930. Only 70 away from 1,000. That is going to be our video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.